Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 8 latest defense updates. Number 1, Nasik made Tejas Mk1 jet to roll out by March 2025. HAL is gearing up for a significant boost in its light combat aircraft Tejas Mk1A production. In a recent statement, HAL chairman and managing director CB Ananta Krishnan announced that the first 2 Tejas Mk1A fighter jets manufactured at the company's Nasik facility will be rolled out by March 2025. Next, ramping up cruise missile production with public-private partnership. India's Ministry of Defence is seeking collaboration between public and private sector companies to manufacture subsonic long-range cruise missiles for its upcoming dedicated rocket force. Indian military planners recognize the need of a substantial arsenal of precision strike conventional missiles estimated in the thousands to effectively counter emerging threats of LAC and LOC. Next, Indian Army eyes heavy-duty remote cargo vehicle. The Indian Army is exploring the development of next-generation remotely controlled tracked vehicle, that is RCTV, capacity of carrying significant payloads on the battlefield, according to the sources. The move signifies a potential shift towards greater automation and minimizing troop exposure in high-risk scenarios. While private companies already offer RCTV solution in the 100 to 300 kg payload range suitable for surveillance and potentially light weaponry, the Army seeks a much heavier lifter. Next, why India needs a robust missile defense system. India faces a complex security environment and its border requires a layered air defense systems to effectively safeguard against potential threats. While discussions often center around the Israeli Iron Dome system, India's needs might be better served by a more comprehensive missile defense shield. Here's why. Pakistan's possession of short-range ballistic missile and long-range rockets, some exceeding 300 kilometers in range, poses a significant threat to Indian border towns. While the Iron Dome excels at intercepting short-range rockets and artillery shells, its effectiveness against longer-range ballistic missiles might be limited. Next, unveiling the JF-17's origins, a tale of two influences. The JF-17 Thunder, a lightweight fighter jet co-developed by China and Pakistan, has sparked debate about its design lineage. While its visual similarities to certain aircraft are undeniable, the true story behind its origin is more nuanced. Initially, the belief was that JF-17 stemmed from the MiG-33, a single-engine variant of the MiG-29 Fulcrum. The Soviet Union reportedly offered the MG-33 design to China after the Cold War's collapse. The theory gained traction due to the JF-17's use of the RD-33 engine, a derivative of the RD-33 used in the MiG-29 family. Next, Desi shoulder-fired missile projects for China and Pakistan borders. Amid shortages in the inventory of shoulder-fired missiles to tackle aerial threats on border with China and Pakistan, the Indian Army is progressing 2 cases worth over rupees 6,800 crore for developing very short-range air defense system indigenously. The Army has plans of developing and buying over 500 launchers and around 3,000 missiles from indigenous routes. Next, Greek military chief explores and visits TASL and Bharat Forge. General Dimitrios Koupis, head of Greece National Defense General Staff, recently made a significant visit to TASL, Tata Advanced Systems Limited, and Bharat Forge, two leading Indian defense companies. This visit highlights the growing collaboration between India and Greece in the military sector. Next, in Australian collaboration on warship program, the High Commissioner of India in Australia recently met with a delegation of key Indian shipbuilders including Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers, Mazagon Dock Limited, Goa Shipyard Limited and Hindustan Shipyard Limited. The focus of the discussion was on exploring collaborative opportunities by leveraging the strengths of both India and Australia's shipbuilding industry. Thank you.